Welcome to today's book summary, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book explores one of the most misunderstood subjects in the world, our relationship with money. It explains that financial success is not about how smart you are, but how you behave. While knowledge and intelligence help, emotions, habits, and decision-making patterns play a much bigger role in how we handle money. Morgan Housel, a financial writer and behavioral expert, presents powerful lessons that combine psychology and finance. Through short stories and timeless principles, he shows that the way people think about money often matters more than what they actually know about it. The book starts with a simple idea. Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, and a lot to do with how you behave. Two people can have the same education, income, and resources, yet end up in completely different financial situations because of their attitudes toward money, risk, and greed. One of the key lessons in the psychology of money is that everyone has a unique relationship with money. Our financial decisions are shaped by our personal experiences, what we saw growing up, how our parents handle money, and the times we lived through. Someone who grew up in poverty might see money as safety. Someone who lived through inflation might see cash as risky. There is no single right way to think about money, because every person's perspective is influenced by their own story. Another powerful concept is the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich means having a high income, the ability to buy things and show success. Being wealthy means having financial freedom, the ability to live life on your own terms without worrying about the next paycheck. Rich people can lose everything if their lifestyle depends entirely on constant income. Wealthy people, however, have control over their time and future because they save, invest, and make long-term decisions. Housel emphasizes that saving money is more important than how much you earn. He writes, "Wealth is what you don't see. The cars, houses, and luxury items we see are signs of spending, not wealth. True wealth is invisible. It's the money you've saved, invested, and chosen not to spend. Saving gives you control, freedom, and the ability to handle life surprises." Another major theme in the book is the role of luck and risk. Housel reminds us that success is never entirely due to hard work, and failure is never entirely due to bad luck. Both play a role in every financial story. For example, Bill Gates became a billionaire partly because of his skill and vision, but also because of luck, being in the right place at the right time with access to computers few others had. Understanding the role of luck keeps us humble, and understanding the role of risk keeps us careful. The book also discusses long-term thinking. Housel explains that compounding, earning returns on your returns, is the most powerful force in finance. But the problem is, compounding takes time. Many people destroy their wealth by chasing quick gains or reacting emotionally to short-term market changes. Patience, consistency, and staying invested for the long term create real wealth. Another lesson is about enough. Many people never feel like they have enough money, no matter how much they earn. This endless desire for more can lead to greed, bad decisions, and even financial ruin. Knowing what enough for you creates peace of mind and prevents reckless risk-taking. The book also highlights the importance of independence. Housel defines wealth as the ability to wake up every day and say, "I can do whatever I want today." Financial freedom is not about luxury, but about control over your time and choices. Saving money and living below your means are ways to buy yourself independence, something far more valuable than expensive possessions. One of the most insightful points in the book is that no one is crazy about money. Everyone makes decisions that make sense to them based on their background, experiences, and fears. Judging others for their financial choices often ignores the context behind their behavior. Understanding this helps us become more empathetic and self-aware in our own financial journey. Housel also talks about humility, the idea that you can't predict the future. The economy, stock markets, and global events are unpredictable. So instead of trying to forecast perfectly, he recommends building a margin of safety, saving extra, diversifying investments, and preparing for surprises. It's better to be reasonably prepared than perfectly confident. Toward the end, the author reminds readers that money's greatest value is that it gives you the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. That's the real goal. Not status, not luxury, but freedom. In conclusion, the psychology of money teaches that managing money is less about spreadsheets and more about mindset. It's about patience, humility, independence, and self-control. Wealth is built through good habits, not sudden luck. True financial success comes from understanding yourself, your emotions, and the role money plays in your life. Thank you for listening to this summary of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. If you found this helpful, consider learning more about personal finance, investing, and behavior. Remember, money doesn't just grow in the bank. It grows in your mind first.